Nick here. I'm here to talk to you today about editing with your Kindle. I discovered that this method in the editing process with my third novel, my third book, Do You Take This Quest? I knew that people advised printing out your book and editing that way, but I couldn't afford the paper, or money was tight at the time. Printing out all that paper just to mark it up, my parents wasn't going to let me do it, and I didn't have money to pay them to have the ink in the paper because our printer had really expensive ink. But I remembered I had a Kindle. It was this Kindle back then, and it's a Gen 2 that a friend had given us. And Kindle has this really cool feature where you can email your Kindle a document and read it on there. And it also has a notes feature where you can leave notes on the document. And this one's got dead battery, so I can't show you. But I later moved up to this Kindle, my Kindle DX, with this, because I made sure it also had a keyboard on the bottom. And because at the time, the Kindle paper, the Kindle Touch wasn't said to have a good paper thing, and you need a working keyboard to edit on your Kindle. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Go print it out. I upgraded to this one, and then last year, while writing the Ann Coolin, I upgraded to a Kindle Paperwhite, where I finally just fell in love with its keypad. So, first of all, to edit with your Kindle, you're going to need to send the document to your Kindle. Just send a Word document. You can find your Kindle's unique email address. It will usually be in settings, and on your touch ones, you hit this little dot here, go to settings, and it will be nope, not there. Yeah, it will be under your account settings at the very bottom. I'm not going to turn around and show it to you because that has my real email address, and I'm not letting you see that. It will be based on your email address that you use for your Amazon account, but there will be a number in there. And then you're going to need to go into your Amazon account and make sure that you have your email approved for mailing. Otherwise, it will bounce it. And also, if you have a Kindle that has 3G connection, which means you use the phone line, which I had with both this Kindle and this Kindle, the documents function doesn't send it directly to your Kindle. You're going to have to download it from your Amazon store, Amazon library. And you can get to there by just clicking in the My Account and the Manage My Content and Devices. The downloading your doc will be under the Content. Just select Docs from the drop-down menu, and editing and getting your email address approved will be on the account settings on that page. And you can also find your device's email address on the devices page if you click that one. I do recommend you use a Kindle with a a Paperwhite or a Kindle Touch or a Kindle DX, something that has a screen like this that you read. You not one like the Fire that has a backlight. That kills the point of the exercise, which is to emulate paper. And you might as well just download Microsoft Word onto your Kindle or your tablet and just edit on your tablet if you're going to do that. So make sure you have an actual Kindle with the e-paper and not your thing. Now, once you have it open, you go to, if you're on this, you can go this one. You have a docs section. You can find it. I have these stories on here right now that I have completed. I'm going to pull up So It's a Quest Kindle and move back to the front to show you what I do. Or actually, just leave a note. This is a error I missed when I edited. I said Prince enters with an I. So I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be with an E. And I published this. Anyways, you highlight it. Just hold it, highlight it, and then you hit Note and type in, it's supposed to be enters Kenj, and save. When you're on a Kindle DX, which has a keypad, and I don't have a dock on here, so I'm just going to go down here and grab the first book. I'm going to grab Amazing Grace by Faith Bloom because she's here. And my mom, I gave it to my mom, so she has her font really big. So you just use this scroller button, find it where you need it to, and you can just start typing. Say, oh, I'm Jed. And say, Jed is dead. Just like you leave notes on your Kindle. And then you hit down, save note, and you're done. When you are done and you go through, do it, your Kindle will start, or mine always have bogged down at about 1,000 notes. It'll start bogging down and moving really slowly. I don't know why. Maybe because I've overloaded the thing. Just a guess. But once you've got it filled out, I try to play a game with myself when I do it to see how many I can get in each page, and I can get my numbers up pretty high. Even on the slow one, it really stepped up my game to move to a smaller screen because I have to put more comments in a section. I have a smaller section to get more comments in. So I kind of recommend doing a smaller screen for that. But once you have it, you can highlight on a DX, but it's up to you. This one, you just hit the little notes and say, oh, their combo was that's your note, and you go into your computer. Just make sure you type really fast. It will mess with your reading time. It says I have 17 hours left to read up this book. This 38,000 word book. I usually read that in 15 minutes. Okay, not quite that fast. I'm not that ninja-like. So that's editing with a Kindle, and hopefully you learned something. And it's a really awesome editing style, which if you have a Kindle will save you a lot of money on printing, because especially if you're like me, a Kindle is already built to emulate paper, so you are forcing your book into a format that you are using it like it's paper, which is why people recommend printing out your books, so you're looking at, oh, this is a book, not just these lines on a screen, because your eyes glaze over. The backlight hurts your eyes. It's not conducive to editing. You need something that's not screeny. And so a Kindle is a good middleman. It is awesome. Thank you for joining me today. And check out the rest of In the Econ.